Badass Mining Company. I am A minor, and this is B sharp.
How long did it take you to think that one up?
That was inspired from watching classical music today. But
Okay.
So how are you doing today?
So how's your? You always ask me that question. I was gonna try to beat him into it. I'm fine. My laundry is done.
Woohoo!
And I know. My laundry is done. Now all I have to do is make dinner after the feed and go take a shower and go to bed and then go to work tomorrow. Yay!
You know what? You're still really you're still really super bright.
Well, I don't know what to tell you because I have dimmed the light in here. If I dim it anymore, it's going to be dark.
Okay. Well, we'll try to deal with it. I'll see if, no distancing. That's probably the sharpest that I can get you right there. So, yeah, we switched back to the other camera. We seem to have a lot of problems with the new one. So I am going to figure that one out. Right now it is just being used for information, and we're going to be doing some different stuff today. But it's kind of fun, weird, different stuff. So, alrighty, so precious metal prices. We're going to go ahead and get those out of the way. Yes. Yes.
Yes, same thing they were yesterday.
Yep, they are. February 23rd, gold price is $1,644 an ounce. Silver is $18.50. My handwriting looks like a $5.55 an ounce. Let me cross-reference with yesterday's notes. Yes, that is indeed a 5. So $18.55 an ounce on silver. And, of course, the metal whose name I do not speak.
Platinum.
Is going for $978 an ounce. So, that is the precious metal prices for February 23rd, 2020. And now we move into, I know it's one of my favorite segments because I'm a history buff. We call it Same Day, Different Year. And what we do is we investigate different dates going back through history, different events that happened on this day throughout history. And then what we'll do is right before the show, we just read off our dates so that we know that we're not going to overlap on any of them, which we have done. We have done spectacularly over the last 2 days because none of our dates have overlapped, even though I actually wrote down extra dates because I just didn't trust the fact that she would actually come up with different ones, and she did. Boy, did she. It's really not as easy as you would think to do either, so as always, ladies first.
We could make that into a game.
Yeah. Make our own trivia game. There's an idea. Badass mining trivia.
Yeah, but I want it all to be about gold and rocks and jewels.
Instead of what crazy crap did Sean and Tan talk about on February 23rd, 2020? We're in the purple questions now.
Okay, are you ready?
Go.
Okay, so in 1954, USA developed by Jonas Salk polio vaccine. So that was in 1954.
Okay, you're going to have to read that over because for some weird reason you were like glitching, kind of, on the audio.
Okay. Okay, so in 1954, in the USA, polio vaccine started. It was developed by Jonas Salk.
Okay, I got it that time.
Okay. Your turn.
Something about Jack and the Beanstalk had some obscene somethings.
No. Jonas Salk, who was a scientist, and he developed the polio vaccine, and they started giving it out in 1954.
Oh.
Oh.
I heard you the first time. I was just pulling your chain.
You want me to say it again?
One more time!
Sean is being a jerk.
All the time!
It's your turn.
Okay. We're going to start off with 1455. Seems like that was just yesterday. Take me back to the year 1455, when times were less stressful and technology was not so blasé.
Oh, please.
Okay. In 1455, the traditional date for the publication of the Gutenberg Bible. Okay, now, this wasn't, for anybody that really isn't up on this whole thing, it wasn't about printing the Bible. That wasn't the big story. Okay, that was a big story, but that wasn't the big story. This was the first time ever that a Western book was ever printed using movable type. So this was like the first step in mass publications. So this was a big one. So,
Well, you ready for me?
go.
In 1987, Space Supernova 1987A, you could see the light from that supernova. That's when it reached Earth. It's estimated that it exploded 170,000 years ago, and it's nearly 1 million trillion miles from the Earth.
Not anymore. Sorry. I couldn't help that. Okay. Alrighty then. So we're going to go to 1836. The siege of the Alamo took place. That wasn't the battle. That was the siege. That was before the battle. So basically they tried to starve him out. And they tried to keep him from water, and they were doing siegey stuff. You know? Yeah, sieging. And yeah, being real siegery. Go!
Okay, in 2010, 2/3 of the population use mobile phones. That means that 4.6 billion people, which is 2/3 of the population, had phones back in 2010. So, you know it's risen.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yep, it is.
Okay, my turn. In 1927, Calvin Coolidge made the Federal Radio Commission, later known as the FCC. I have nothing good to say about the FCC.
I know, I just like, okay, that leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but shall I go on?
I had to bring it up, though, because it was like, okay, this new layer of self-indulged hell is created for the public's welfare, not to enforce and create a control issue over speech. No, that had nothing to do with it at all. Okay, go.
Okay, so this is about television also. In 1997, NBC TV aired Schindler's List, and it was uncensored and had no commercials. It's the first time it had ever done anything like that on television.
No commercials on TV? Holy mackerel.
Yeah, uncensored too.
Uncensored. Wow, that was a pretty rough movie too.
Yeah, but I think they thought it was important, that it needed to be seen.
Okay, so that was your last one?
Nope, I have one more. You have one more.
Oh, the only reason why I was asking is because I actually have two more, because I put in an extra one. I'm trying to figure out which one I was going to read. We're going to go back to 1886. Wow.
Okay.
Another day that seems like just yesterday. When Charles Martin Hall produced the very first sample of aluminum from the electrolysis of aluminum oxide.
I saw that one, but because I can't pronounce the word, I didn't write it down.
What word? What word is that, Tan? What word can't you pronounce?
Tinfoil.
I'm sorry, I wasn't talking about tinfoil. Tin is a completely different metal. We're miners. We know the difference between tin and aluminum.
I know, but I don't want to say the word.
What word?
I can't say it.
What word can't you say?
He teases me about words that I say.
Well,
so, okay.
I don't.
All right. Are you ready?
Okay.
Aluminum.
Good job. You didn't say it.
I can't help it. It's just one of those. All right.
Well,
so
you know what? I have often wondered, though, does the abominable snowman use aluminum foil?
I can't say that word.
Which one?
You know which one. I don't know why I have a hard time with it. He also gives me a bad time when I get around my family or anybody from the South.
Yeah, but you know what? In all reality, I have no excuse for that happening to me, and it happens. Accents rub off on me a lot more than they should.
Okay, I have my last one. I saved the last for best.
Okay, the best for last. Copy that. Go.
Okay, so in 1896, Tootsie Roll was introduced.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Tootsie Roll. Now they have Tootsie Pops.
Yes, they do. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
I don't know. I always wind up biting it.
I think that's the point of the question. Nobody knows.
Okay, we got a birthday today.
Hold on, wait a minute. I got one more. Just slow your roll. Slow your roll.
Go ahead.
Okay. In 1903, Cuba, for some reason, leases Guantanamo Bay to the United States of America. I think we told them we were going to build a resort there or something. And then
we built a military resort.
Then we built a resort there. But a very exclusive resort there. So, alrighty, that is it for same day, different year, and now we've got birthdays. Who were born on this day?
Oh, I only have one.
Oh, okay.
And it's our late great Peter Fonda, who was born February 23rd.
Oh, that's Jane Fonda's dad. Yeah, I remember that guy. He he
No, that's
he
Jane.
made the
No, that's her brother.
he made
Sean.
the he made the car. He invented the car. Yeah, that's it.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Henry Fonda was Jane Fonda's father and Peter Fonda's father, so that makes Jane and Peter brother and sister.
Was he a theater owner? Seems to me there was a Ford Theater somewhere.
It's not Peter, it's Nancy. Or no, that's Nancy Sinatra. No, Jane and Peter are brother and sister. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, that was something
Okay.
else I was going to bring up. The guy who invented aluminum. Okay.
Yes.
He'd never been able to do it without the help of his big sister. It actually said that in the article. I was like, wow. He actually admitted that? Wow,
Yeah.
that was spooky. That was
So are you ready for the
that
holidays?
must have been Big Sister saying, "Okay, thank you for giving me credit that was due."
Which usually brothers and sisters, I think that's one of the things they compete for.
Well, no, when you watch the video later, you're going to see the light behind me came on right when I mentioned that.
Yeah.
So that must have been Big Sister going, "Hey, thanks for giving me credit. Here's your light back." Okay, so now we have holidays. What weird holidays, weird and wacky holidays do we got today?
Okay, so today is National Banana Bread Day.
Excuse me?
National Banana Bread Day.
Oh, National Banana Bread Day. Okay. See, you glitched there, and it sounded like Natural Butt Something Day.
That's great.
It wouldn't have surprised me at all. I mean, we come up with we have some very interesting.
It surprised me either.
We got some interesting ones for sure.
Okay. Also, today is National Dog Biscuit Day. So while you're making your banana bread, you can throw the dog biscuits in there too.
Oh. 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 Why would you? Oh. Oh. No.
We're not eating the dog. Do not put the dog biscuits in the banana bread.
No. No, 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 no. You.
Why not?
No. I mean, wait a
It's
minute.
dog
Hold on. No. No. You. No.
Okay. Alright. Today is also known as Pinocchio Day.
Pinocchio Day. Wait a minute.
I have no idea, but if they're not celebrating at Disneyland, there's something wrong.
Okay, well, hold on. Pinocchio Day. That actually,
Please try again.
I might know what that's about. I think that is to celebrate the politicians that are in Washington, D.C. That's what I think that's about.
Oh, okay.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but I might be right.
Okay. So I have two more.
Okay.
So today is also known as World Peace and Understanding Day.
I'm confused by that.
Got me. That's what it said.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. Peace and understanding.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but I've saved the last for best, or the best for last, whichever you want to call it.
Okay.
So you should be able to guess this. Guess what day this is?
Sunday.
Read off. we read off the dates, or what happened on this day. So what day do you think it actually is today?
Words that you can't say day.
No, it's Tootsie Roll Day.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Aluminum Day.
So, if you want peace and understanding, share the Tootsie Rolls.
I thought it was going to be Abominable Aluminum Day.
No, but I'll tell you what, in the next segment that we did that you said about phobias.
Oh, sure.
Oh, man.
Blow my whole segue.
I'm sorry. I was going through them and I just went, I can't pronounce any of these.
They're awesome. Okay, so
oh my god.
So here's what we're going to be doing, because I was going to go outside and I was going to pan some pay dirt today. However, we had a storm blow in, literally. We had like 40-mile-an-hour gusts. It was lovely outside, indeed.
It came from the coast. It hit here
It hit hard.
In your area.
So anyway, I decided to do some homework to see what we could talk about, and as I was going through some of the newspaper clippings from the National Archives, I came across, I can't call it a news article. It was like 2 sentences long, and it talked about a minor that had gone missing, and he had left everything, including his gold, behind because he had orophobia. And I was unfamiliar with that word. So I looked it up and found out that he suffered from the fear of gold. Now, I know this sounds really weird, but then all of a sudden it dawned on me that there's a lot of really strong fears that pop up in people, especially going out gold prospecting. And so I decided we're going to take a little bit of a detour into the world of phobias. Not just what you're scared of, but the actual heart racing, can't move a muscle, can't say a word, can't scream, can't run, can't fight phobias. Those are the ones we're going to be talking about. And I myself, I know it's really hard for you people to believe this, but I suffer from some severe phobias that are not conventional. They're completely bizarre and make no sense at all, but I got them. Of course I do.
You're not the only one. When I was going through them, I found out that, yeah, I have phobias about these things. I was shocked that they had names to them that I can't pronounce.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing because I did not realize mine. Okay, ever since I was a little kid, and I can't even begin to understand this one because it's been as long as I can remember, and there's no memory association with this one. But mine is called baryophobia, which is, in my case, the fear of gravity reversing itself. So, and I know that sounds just absolutely ridiculous, and people think I'm making it up, but I remember specifically the first time that it hit me that I had a serious problem was walking into a Catholic church with really high ceilings and grabbing on to the pew and not letting go because I was just convinced that gravity was going to reverse itself and I was going to fall into the ceiling. And it is exactly the same feeling that people get that are scared of heights, only in reverse. And even though my brain knows better, I get that physical sensation today. When I walk into a place with a high ceiling, I have to look down and constantly look down. Because if I even look up a little bit, which sometimes I do entertain it because I'm sick that way. So I have to give myself a little bit of an adrenaline rush, you know, and it's like, it's weird because I am not afraid of heights. That's just not a problem for me.
He's very sure-footed, let me tell you. When
Yeah.
he's got an armful of stuff and he's got to go down to the river, he just grabs it up and starts walking down. I mean, I'm amazed. He stands up and looks at me when I'm at the top going, well, come on.
Yep.
Because I'm like, well, you know, if nobody's ever noticed I'm top heavy, I can't see my feet unless I'm sitting down. So going down a ravine or something, it's like, is my foot going to actually touch something?
Well, and see, I'm kind of the opposite way because I've got clown feet. I wear size 14 extra wides, and so yeah, I pretty much am sure-footed just simply because of the fact that I've got snowboards for feet. So, and another one, my next one that I have is aphanphosmophobia, which is the fear of being touched. And this is something that has always affected me as well ever since I was a little kid. I have overcome it to where it doesn't affect me on a day-to-day, but I am easily affected by people touching me without me having the knowledge of them coming over and putting their hand on my shoulder, and it causes quite the dramatic reaction. So, not something I'm proud of, but I can't get massages. It's something I've never been able to do, and there's certain people that can touch me, but they still like well, yeah,
Just have to be careful.
yeah, Tan can, but it's one of those things where she just can't come up and do it without at least letting me see her intentions of coming up and doing that to me. So it's just like a lot of people with me, you know, when they deal with me, it's like, okay, is it okay to approach him? Is it, you know? And it's
Yeah.
not. It's not even that I'm not approachable, but you know, it's more like because I'm not approachable.
He just can't handle being touched.
No,
So,
because I
anyway,
do have.
go on. Do you have a third one?
I do.
Okay.
I have. Now this one I'm trying to figure out because KOIN, isn't that a TV station in Portland? Okay.
In Oregon.
So this third one is koinophobia, koinonophobia, which is the fear of being in a room full of people. It's also it's a form of social anxiety disorder, which that is the general blanket term. It's kind of weird because most people that have that phobia to where they can't be in a large group or a room full of people, usually they have problems speaking in front of large groups of people, which I have no problem speaking in front of groups of people. As long as I am on the business end of things, I'm fine. But if I'm there as it's socializing, I'm not down at all. That's just that. There's nothing more frightening to me than being in a room full of people without a job. So,
Yeah.
and I know that's
and
weird, but
everyone in my family can attest that Sean is unsociable.
anybody who has ever talked to me while we've been in a crowd knows that Sean is unsociable. The crowds that Sean is in know that Sean is unsociable. They don't even know me. They're just like, oh, yeah, that guy, don't go near that guy. That bad idea. Bad idea.
So do you have another one?
Yeah, I actually have an interesting one, and I personally do not suffer from this one, but I had to put it in there because it is so ridiculous, and it is actually a word that describes something that the person that came up with the word to describe this thing was actually making fun of the people that suffer from it. So, bear with me as I try to get through this one. It is hippopotomonstrosiquipedalinophobia.
Say that again?
Hippopotomonstrosiquipedalophobia. It's the fear of long words.
Okay.
So I'm sure the doctor that came
good.
up with this one was like, okay, dude, you're scared of long words. Well, here's the thing, is the only way that you're going to get over it is by memorizing what you have. So he's like, okay, let's see, what are we going to call this one? No, that's going way into hippopotomonstrosity. No, that's kind of hippopotomonstrosiquipedalophobia. That's what you got. Did you write that down? Because I can't say it again.
No.
Yeah, that's when the guy's like, hey, guess what? I don't have it anymore.
Yeah. So are you ready for mine?
Okay, hold on. The one right now that I did want to talk about real quick was the one that's going around right now, and I completely understand people that have this in this day and age, and specifically right now, is pathophobia, which is the fear of disease. And we're all scared of stuff. There's phobias that none of us understand. But this pathophobia right now has got to be completely debilitating for some people. And if you find that there's some people that are sensitive to the subject of this coronavirus or anything else going on right now, please try to be sensitive. Because phobias are something that are completely debilitating. There's no rhyme or reason. They're things that just completely grab you by the brain and shake until you fall out. So.
And it's surprising that people that you know have these different phobias, and you think they're the strongest people in the world. I mean, I always thought of myself as being pretty strong, but when I started going through the phobia, I was like, yeah, okay. I get it.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
Well,
So you want me to go on to mine?
Yes, please. What phobias do you have?
Okay, so I'm gonna shock you with this one because I can say it. Acrophobia. You know what it is, right?
I do.
Yeah. It's the fear of spiders. I hate them. I hate them all.
Okay, and
they have a place, and it's not in my house. It's not in my car. It's not anywhere near me. And I am very aware. For some reason, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, I'll turn the light on, and there he is, multiple-eyed little monster sitting on my ceiling.
And this shows the complete normality of Tan, because she has conventional phobias, common ones that most people have. The spear of fighters. Boy, my tongue is.
Kill the spider. Take the spider outside. I don't care what you do with it. Just get out of the house.
Yeah, I don't have a fear of spiders. I'm lucky because I've had them come at me with like knives and guns and stuff, and I'm just like, come on, put 'em up, put 'em up.
Okay, so here's my other one, and Sean should know this one. Aerophobia.
Aerophobia.
Yeah.
You're scared of airplanes.
You got it. What do we have to do before Tan flies?
This is true. You do not like flying at all. Not even a little bit. But I honestly don't believe that you have a phobia when it comes to flying. I think it's more of a fear of flying, and there's a big difference between that. I think it's more of an anxiety trigger than a phobia, because phobias are one of those things to where if you
can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it. There's like, you have to be physically pulled into a situation because you just lock up and there's no rhyme or reason, and you know better, but you just can't help it.
Okay, so this other one that I have, you'll understand because you just explained it. Anyway, it's called gamophobia. It is?
Gamophobia, that would be the fear of being irradiated by gamma particles and becoming Spider-Woman.
No. It's worse. It's the fear of marriage.
I saw that one. I was like, huh, I don't have that one. Done that twice.
I do. I do. There will not be a third.
Yeah, I think that's called something else.
No, it's called gamophobia. Somebody starts talking about marriage, and I look at him and go, I don't think it's necessary. If you care about the person, you're with that person, you don't need to sign a piece of paper, and it's not necessary. But it's just me. But I have a fourth one that I saw that is really super silly, and I was just kind of like, I can't believe there's a phobia about this, and I'm going to try to pronounce it because it's really weird. It's progonopia.
Progonopia.
So it is the fear of beards.
Oh, I did see that one. I bet they don't have many of those downtown Portland.
I was like, people are really afraid of people with beards?
Yeah, there's
really?
some out there, yeah.
I love Sean's beard.
This is not meant to be loved. It's meant for me to have a place to grab onto when my hand gets lazy. So.
No. I thought it was for Tan so that she could grab your face.
No, that's just a byproduct, I'm afraid.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah,
Sean knows I love beards.
there's another phobia that has popped up, and this one has actually become a problem because they actually have very large numbers, like 54% of the population suffer from nomophobia, which nomophobia, and this is something that they have actually put into the same category as heroin addiction. And
Really?
that is not being able to separate yourself from your devices, such as your smartphone or your TV or your computer.
I can see that, totally.
Well, yeah, and people actually suffer anxiety and have panic attacks if they don't know where their phone is. And I'm not just talking about, oh my God, where's my phone? Oh my God, where's my keys? Oh my God, where's my sunglasses type thing. But they actually will start shutting down if they don't know where their phone is. And it's...
Or go hysterical? Do they go hysterical?
Some of them do, but they actually say that this is just as big of a phobia as, it is a form of social anxiety disorder, because you feel your social connection through technology, and when you have lack of technology, you lose that social connection. So it's a very real fear, one that I personally don't get, but it is.
Well, I understand it. I mean,
here, talk for a minute. Talk for a minute. I've got to run outside to grab some.
Okay, I can understand where that would be a problem, and I see people at work. And hardly ever do I ever see just one individual sit at a table without a phone in front of them. And I've always wondered, what would it be like if they weren't allowed to have phones in the restaurant? Oh, that would be interesting. They'd be staring out the windows, or maybe even start a conversation with somebody. Who knows? It's very strange. So, but I can understand. I did have one of the girls at work, and she lost her phone, and boy, I'm telling you, she went nuts. So, but it's understandable because, she has all of her boss's phones on there, and she has all the employee phone numbers on there, and that would be, that would be a hard thing, being in management and losing something like that would be really hard. So, I don't know where he's at. I don't know what he's doing. He went outside for a little while. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have a phobia and you want to share it, please feel free to share it. You can make the comments down below. We would absolutely love to hear what your phobias are. So, but anyway, I hope you guys are not suffering from the weather condition we're having, because right now the RV is shaking really bad.
Were you talking about the wind?
Yeah, we're rocking and rolling over here.
Yeah, I'm rocking and rolling here too, and it's windy too.
Well, it's weird because I'll be sitting here and all of a sudden I'll hear, my mirrors will start rattling back and forth on the closet, and then I'll look around and everything else is rocking and rolling too. It's like, oh, that's great.
That happens here too. My mirrors will start rattling, and then that little girl from The Ring appears, and the lights start flickering, and I'm like, can't I just go to sleep already? And then it stops. So.
And she's like, then she goes back into the mirror.
Yeah, she's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. You obviously need some sleep. Okay. By the way,
Yeah.
7 days. Okay, I'm out. So, yeah.
See you later.
See you later. So, anyway,
So what else you got for us?
we have the GPAA Gold Show coming up in March 21st, 22nd, up at the Clark County Fairground in Washington State. So, starts at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning and ends at 4 o'clock on Sunday night. I'm not sure if there's a closing
Really?
time
You should
on
go there.
Saturdays, but yeah, I'm thinking, we should go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I was also
I know
looking
I've been
into
looking at hotel.
some badass mining T-shirts to wear to said show, and
Okay.
yeah, I was like, hey,
That would be good.
we should actually look like we're not crazy people just walking around with cameras.
Yeah. No, I got it. So you're gonna make 4 of them?
Yeah, yep. I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll have to get Sammy and Daryl's sizes.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get them whittled down because when I finished designing them, I realized, wow, they're $35 a pop. So.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, we're gonna figure that one out.
I'll send you some money.
Please send money. Send money.
Please send money.
Money. Please send money. Okay. So anyway, we got that coming up. That should be a lot of fun, guys. If you're like in the first 100 people, they give you free gold. So nothing wrong with that. Oh, and you can pan. They got panning stations there where you get free gold. And
yeah, you get to see all the new pans that are out and all the new equipment. And some of them even have Rock Town out there too, so they'll have their stuff out there.
Yep.
And GPAA will actually be out there too, and you get a really good price on joining up with GPAA. Yeah,
and if you don't know what GPAA is, Google it. No, I'm kidding. It's Gold Prospectors Association of America. They're awesome group to join up with. When you do join up, they give you a really thick book that has all of the information that you need to prospect, as well as maps to claims all over the world now that you can go and use as a member. They also will give you... Hold on now, I'm not done with the GPAA pitch here. They also give you a gold pan set, which has... That's what I was going to say. Yeah. It has...
Sean shared with me.
Yes, I did. So, and you'll even get some pay dirt with that. So, as well as you get a newspaper, which is called Pick and Shovel, and you get Gold Prospecting magazine that comes out every 2 months. So, it's well worth the money, just simply for the fact that you can go use these gold claims for free. And it's a blast. There's a lot of events that are around these claims that they have, and they have get-togethers often. I really don't, because of the phobias that we talked about earlier, I don't do gatherings or things like that unless
But he
I'm
does
actually
really well at the
involved.
GPA meetings, though.
Well, that's because
He
I'm
does
going
really
in.
well with that.
When I go to the gold shows, it's different. I have a role as a member of Badass Mining Company. I actually have something to do there. It gives me a completely different outlook on the situation rather than I don't like being around these people. I don't know what to do. I am going somewhere that I feel comfortable and I know what I can do.
But he'll tell you that everyone that we have met when at these meetings, they are all awesome people.
Oh, totally.
They are really, really good people.
Absolutely.
And they're not like, I'm trying to sell you something, so yeah, I'm a snob. Not like that. It's like, hey, you're a friend. Come on over. Let me show you this. Well, if you're not going to buy it, that's fine. Keep me in mind. Here's my card. Would you like to enter into a raffle? Something like that. But and they're just really, really nice people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
we had a blast last year, and that was actually that was pretty much the kickoff for the Badass Mining channel. Was the GPAA Gold Show last year. So we're coming up on 1 year of doing this with all 35 viewers.
Oh, okay. So, well, that's fine. That's all fine.
No, I'm not.
It'll get better once things tied in and we get the computers up and running and do all the stuff that we need to do. Things will be better.
Oh yeah, no, I got no complaint.
You're getting to know us.
Yeah.
You're getting to know us.
That's so scary. That's scary.
I know. I know.
Get to know her. Get to know her. Do not pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
We need to make some kind of plans to go out to do the sunstones. So, are we going to do this like in April or May?
No, that is a negatory. We're going to wait until the mines over there are open.
Okay. I thought they were open year-round.
No, they actually closed down because of permafrost, and they deal with heavy snow load over there.
Okay.
So, we're going to be going over there when it's uncomfortably hot.
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I don't want to go when it's hot.
Well, if you go when it's cold, you don't find anything. So I figure if we go when it's hot, we can find stuff. And hey, I'd rather find stuff than freeze to death for no reason.
Well, okay, so we need to make our plans about that. We need to make the plans about the petrified forest, the wood, petrified wood.
Okay, hold on. You are completely skipping over. And see, I knew my list would be overlooked. I just knew it. I said, when we go get sunstones, we are going to also be getting fire opals. Fire opals.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Fire.
You're right.
Opals. Fire opals. As well as blue opals, because they're over in the same area. We're going to go look for them as well. But we're going to have to pack all this stuff into like a very short period of time, like 4 days max. Because nobody can afford to take more than 2 days off. Nobody. In history. Ever.
Yeah, well, ever. And I understand that, because that's one of the things that Daryl said, that he wanted to make sure that he could just say, he wanted this time off so he could go too. So he had to quit taking time off for all the other stuff that's been going on, and
yeah,
it's like, yeah, okay, just as long as we get this in, because he's going to be It's going to be our camera guy.
How can you take days? How can you take these national holidays like Slap Day and just not observe them? Or National Cupcake Day?
On Saturday.
Or National
Slap Day's on Saturday.
Or National Taco Bell Day. I mean, we have so many national holidays that we have to, represent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't even think I want to talk anymore. Here, you talk.
Me.
It's me.
So, if you guys that are living in the area, like Washington, here in Oregon, if you have something that you have a question about, like an area, let us know. So maybe we can go and check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And maybe you can come with us. One of the things I know I would like to do is to plan a camp out, and I'd like to do a couple overnight stays each month if we can. One is at the coast, because we've been trying to get to the coast, because we want to try out Gold Beach. And then there's some other places here too that I think would be really interesting to go up to.
Okay.
And
as a senior member of the Badass Mining Company, I am going to let you take care of any events that you decide that we are going to have, and Sean is going to stay the flip out of them. I'll go, but I will have nothing to do with the planning. I will have nothing to do with anything except for possibly providing comedic relief or showing people how to use a gold pan as a frisbee, or other useful things like that. But as far as actually, no.
So you guys, all I can do, this is all I'm going to do. I can tell you where we're going to go. If you're going to meet us there, you can call one of us and let us know. Our phone numbers are on the website.
You can call her. You can call her. I don't know anything. I know nothing.
Call and you can tell me, yeah, I'm going to go, and then I will check with Sean where the best meeting place is. Now, mind you, we will wait for no longer than about 20 minutes for people to show up, because I'm not doing what we did the last time. And if you show up within that 20 minutes, fine. If not, we're gone.
We out of there. In fact, Sean will be sitting there in the parking lot simply to finish his French fries that he got at McDonald's that day, and he's out of there as soon.
Chili cheesy fries. There you go.
They're probably not going to sell them by that point, but we'll see. We can only hope.
Hey, I have a new addiction. I don't do it very often, but I have to plug this. So if you go to who makes the tacos now? Oh my gosh.
Taco Bell?
If you go to Jack in the Box.
Oh.
No, Jack in the Box.
And who makes the tacos?
Box, they do tiny tacos.
Yeah, but Tiny Tacos does not hold a candle, not even in the same universe as Taco Bell's nacho fry. Well, actually, their buffalo chicken nacho fry burrito. So good.
I'm sorry, I will eat the tiny tacos anytime.
I'm drooling just thinking about it.
He's going to hop in his vehicle and take off and go to Taco Bell.
Okay, talk for like 30 minutes. Go.
30 minutes? No, get back here.
All right.
All right. So tonight I'm making mozzarella paninis.
Mozzarella panini. I like my sandwich with the cheese in it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it with bell peppers and onions and a little bit of seasoning on it, and I'm going to put it in the panini press and press them up, and that's what the guys are going to have.
Nice. I made pancakes on my George Foreman grill.
So,
But
I went to the secondhand store and they had 3 George Foreman grills there.
I have the whole set. I have all sizes of George Foreman grills that ever came out. And, yeah. So, he's a genius. He's a genius.
The one that I thought was interesting was the one that's outdoors that has the stand on it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That one there, I thought that one was pretty cool.
Yes.
So, but I like the flame broiled. I like it.
Yep.
Yes. There's the charcoal, something about the charcoal that just sets me off, especially if you're doing, okay, if you're vegetarian, don't listen to what I have to say. But to do a nice ribeye steak on it would be awesome.
Oh, totally. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So that's my favorite cut is the ribeye.
Yeah, ribeyes are
so
pretty
if you
good.
know what that is, well, look it up. Google it.
Google it.
Yeah. Rare. I want mine rare with horseradish.
That's my answer for everything nowadays is, Sean, how would you do this? Well, I don't, here's how I would take care of your problem. Google it. That's how I would take care of your problem right there. Google it. Quit asking Sean and Google it. Because Sean's going to Google it. Sean's going to Google the hell out of it.
That's what we do. We Google it all.
Yeah, we're constantly Googling.
Okay.
We're Googlers.
What time is it?
We're chronic Googlers.
We have no phobia against things up.
Yeah. At times I'm a premature Googler, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh my God.
That means I look things up before I need to.
I was just taking a drink. Thank you very much.
I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Why do you think I chose that timing?
Yeah. You're a premature Googler.
I'm a premature Googler. Okay, so go ahead and do your thing.
Alright, you guys. I don't know who is on or if anybody is on. I just want to tell you that I love you. And Nicole, I'm still missing you, girl. So, you know what? Take care. I love all of you guys. Have a nice weekday.
Which one?
All of them.
No, okay. Alrighty, guys, as always, we love each and every one of you. You guys make sure to take care of yourselves and each other. And as always, we are out of here until next Saturday, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Time. It's a specific Pacific Time. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Alrighty, guys. And, yeah, you guys make sure to watch your backs, because somebody else always is going to be doing that now, aren't they? Love you guys. Peace.
Peace. Bye.